These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. They'll go again with Kelly. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. The New York set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Back to throw here. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll set up to throw. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Room here to run. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Sheldon Richardson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 12 more yards there and another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big run that time by Elliott. And even 50 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Lutz now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for... And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
And again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to... their way, not getting done what they wanted to, but somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check.
Over. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And it's up and good. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. Cam Newton with 1 touchdown pass thus far. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Foster. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Ingram. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. A little 360. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And it's a Buccaneers touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dump.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down, went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up the screen to Elliott, and he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he fields it cleanly. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
A give. This is Kelly. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. They give him. From 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They run with it. It's Kelly. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
That's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Foster. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
A good pickup there, a 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll drop the throw. And it's caught. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will... Get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. They find some open field here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll look to throw here. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. A give to Elliott. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On the run, it's Kelly. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We saw plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Hurry up, here we
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man. It's Caldwell. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. He'll drop to throw. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing there over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And give him a gain of 37. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And it's the Falcons that have just added to their lead. Andrew Luck, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Giants on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be third and forever. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And it was the Redskins that came away victorious there. Sam Bradford, 2 touchdown passes in the W. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different...